All right, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing again, testing. Alright everyone, welcome back to another stream! Today it's gonna be Blazing Chrome, a side-scrolling action game, run and gun, very much like Contra, maybe mixed with a little bit of Metal Slug, and maybe mixed with a few other elements too. Here's Patchouli. I know a couple of you guys like to see her, so she's hanging out with me. But yeah, we actually started the stream a little bit early tonight. I was planning on starting around 1 a.m. Eastern, but the little monthly pinball tournament I go to last Thursday of every month, only a few people showed up, so the tournament ended a couple hours early, and I got back early, so we're starting early. So this stream probably isn't going to be as long as a lot of the other ones I do, because this game isn't all that long. It probably takes about 40 minutes to go through the game. And we'll definitely do a normal run playthrough, but we will also do a, we'll attempt hardcore mode, which I've never done yet, but we'll give it a shot, see how it goes. And this is an awesome game. It came out a week or two ago as of doing this stream, and I ended up picking it up earlier this week after watching a bunch of the YouTube videos and some of the Twitch live streams of it. Someone actually informed me about this a couple weeks ago on YouTube, and I had no idea what it was. They were like, "Are you gonna buy this game?" And I was like, "Probably not, because I don't even know what it is." And I watched a video of it, a trailer of it, and I was like, yeah, no, that's cool. I could see myself buying it sometime, but usually I don't buy these modern retro style titles instantly. I usually wait on them. But again, after watching some YouTube videos and some Twitch streams, I was just pretty much just sold when I just went and picked it up earlier this week. So because I haven't been doing a lot of practice for live streams lately, this was kind of a no-brainer to just do this game tonight on this week's stream. So yeah, it's a really cool game. Looking forward to playing through it. And I'm for you guys that haven't seen it before, I think you'll be in for a treat, especially you old school Contra fans. You will definitely enjoy the game. So yeah, I don't expect a huge turnout tonight because it's quite late. It's almost midnight my time, and I know a lot of people on Thursday night are going to bed, but still I appreciate you guys checking in, like Tony Hayden, Shining Philistine, Akella, Leo Ames, and Austin Nix was out there in the beginning. So thanks guys for stopping in and keeping me company. So before we jump into it, as always, we're going to go do the old Patreon shoutouts. So thanks everyone that's continuing to support my channel via places like Patreon. No new backers in the last month, actually, but if anyone is interested in backing the channel, little as $1 a month will get you my Let's Plays a week early, and 2 weeks early, actually, and you can participate in Q&A sessions. The next Q&A session is going to be posted probably this week or next week, and then so after that I'll be looking for new questions. So if anyone wants to participate in that, feel free to sign up on Patreon or sign up as a YouTube channel member. Again, as little as $1 a month on that too will get you some perks like being able to participate in Q&A sessions. But yeah, thanks everyone that's doing stuff like that. It helps the channel a lot. If you can't afford to pitch in a little bit, no big deal. I appreciate you guys watching and commenting and enjoying what I do here, because what I do here is the intent is for you guys to enjoy it. That's it. So the tips is just a perk for what I do here. But thanks guys for continuing to support my channel either way. So let's go ahead and go back into our main template here. I hope you like the new slide. I was a little iffy because when I would go from my running test screen, which like pulses in and out, and then when I would do a simple crossfade into like the patchouli or something else, it didn't always like work correctly. It like, I don't know, just something about it didn't look right. So I'm gonna try the old slide or swipe. I think we were doing the swipe. I actually think I like the slide more. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the slide. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Jay can't get through this game. Well, keep practicing. You'll get it. Austin says he's buffering at 480p. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, no drop frames here. Although we are streaming at a higher bitrate than usual. But if you're watching at 480p, you shouldn't be having issues unless you're having troubles with your internet. So yeah, sorry, Austin. Let's see. Tony says, I do like it. It actually fits the stream. Hey, John Evan Bear, welcome back. The Shiny Philistine says he should probably be in bed right now, but it's a bit difficult to fall asleep with this heat wave going on over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard it's really hot overseas, man. Let's see. Shiny Philistine says, Jay, if it helps, I managed to get through it eventually, so just keep at it. Yeah. John Evan, thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're actually running this on I'm actually using a spare PC and running that into my capture card. And we're also running this through Steam, naturally. I bought the Steam version of the game. So there actually is an introduction to the game, but since I was testing the audio here, I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to skip the intro. You do have some options here, like sound effects and music balance. You can go full screen, or you can go windowed, just like that. Windowed times 2, windows times 3, window times 4, or full screen, just like so. You can turn VSync on or off. I have it off. You've got a couple of filters here, so if you want a sort of a retro CRT look. Not really a huge fan of this sort of thing myself on flat screens. Now, if I hook this PC up to my old CRT VGA monitor, it might actually look pretty cool. I might actually have to actually try that sometime. But yeah, you also have a 5x scale filter. Not really a huge fan of that. I always just leave the filter off. I like the nice chunky pixels. You got multiple languages as well. For those of you guys that are overseas. Wow, lots of languages. Auto swap here, I have this turned off, and this will auto swap your weapons. So when you die, it'll switch to a different weapon, or if you pick up a weapon, it'll automatically switch to that. I think it's easier to play the game with it off. And there's a speedrun option. I haven't enabled it yet, but I'm guessing it enables a timer. I'm guessing that's probably what it is, because that's, you know, what you do in speedruns. And then vibration on or off. You've got inputs here. You can actually change your inputs, but we're not going to do that. So this is modeled a lot like, modeled after games like Contra Hardcore specific. I'd say Contra Hardcore specifically, honestly, because well, actually, and Contra 3, the Alien Wars for Super Nintendo, because you can jump and you can shoot, but you can also lock yourself into place and then aim in 8 different directions, and that's done by hitting the right button on your controller. And then by using your triggers, you can actually cycle through your weapons just like in Contra Hardcore. You have 4 weapons total, 1 your main machine gun, and then 3 extra weapons you pick up, and then you can cycle through them just like in Contra Hardcore. Contra Hardcore was a Sega Genesis / Mega Drive game. I actually played it a couple weeks ago on my Contra Anniversary Collection stream. And I'm also thinking about doing a dedicated hardcore stream sometime in the very near future. So if anyone's interested in that, you know, stay tuned for that. Carlos, welcome back, man. Good to see you. But yeah, you also get these option pods too. One will speed you up and then let you do double jumps. One will give you an extra attack pod that'll shoot a machine gun alongside you. One will give you a shield for defense, so you'll actually be able to take two extra hits. Normally it's 1-hit kills in this game, just like traditional Contra. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You also have mechs that you can get into, so you'll see me access a couple of those over the course of the playthrough. John Evan Bear still hasn't beaten hardcore legitimately. Well, you should practice that, man. It's actually not nearly as hard as people make it out to be. And the good thing about hardcore is that you have multiple paths. Some paths are probably easier than others, but no path is really that long. You know, the game is like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes, something like that, or at least it feels like it when I play it. So stick to a very specific route when you play that game, and then just learn the patterns. That's pretty much it. And then know that in hardcore, when you do a slide, you're impervious to certain attacks. Oh look, the intro played out. We'll go ahead and just let the intro play out then. But yeah, in hardcore, when you do a slide, you're sort of invincible to many attacks. So you can slide through various enemies in particular, and I recommend getting used to that. And my cat is meowing. Here, Julie. Say, I also apologize. I've got the dishwasher running tonight. Normally I try not to do that, but I pretty much had to do it tonight. I just got home. I meant to do it before I went to the pinball thing, but I totally forgot. So if you hear extra background noise, it's because of that. I also have a spare PC, probably about 5 feet away, or 3-4 feet away from the mic, so that might cause extra background noise. But I think overall it'll probably be fine. Oh, Carlos has to go to bed earlier than usual. Have a nice stream and good night. Well, thanks, Carlos. If you're still out there, thanks for popping in, saying hello. Have a good night's sleep. And Austin Nix, if you're still out there, thank you for that retweet. I appreciate it. Yeah, the music in this game is really awesome, too. I think if you guys are into that pseudo-sampled style of Genesis music that you hear with stuff like Mega Turrican, I think you'll end up loving the soundtrack to this game. It's very catchy overall. Lots of good driving music. But yeah, for people that haven't played this yet, this is on PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. So it's pretty much out on every modern platform that you can access at the moment. So, and I think it's $19.99, so it's $20. As of this week, it was still on sale for a couple dollars cheaper. I think it's like $16.99, so $17 if you get it like right now. I'm not paid or sponsored by the guys that made this game. I'm just saying, if you do want to pick up the game, now is probably the time to do it. If you want to get it a couple dollars cheaper. Otherwise, it's normally 20 bucks. And I'd say it's worth it, but some people might find it a little too expensive because it's not the longest game out there. It really doesn't take that long to get through it. I beat it on my first playthrough. I just continued it a couple times. But I think it's got pretty good replay value, like a lot of the old Contras do, simply because, you know, it's a skill-based game, and part of that skill is memorization, and, you know, learning the game, you know, requires multiple playthroughs. Huh, that's interesting. It's not, it doesn't look like it saved my data. Because it's not, like, hardcore should be unlocked here. I wonder why it did that. I wonder if it's because I'm not playing... That's really interesting, actually. Let me exit out of here real quick. I'm just curious. I wonder why it did that. Or I wonder why it's doing that. Let's go to Steam Big Picture mode, and shouldn't matter if we're in Big Picture mode or not, but we'll try it. Just multitasking. Think you deserve more views than you get. I appreciate it, Austin. So let's try this again. I don't know why it didn't sync my data. It should have, because I saw it transferring the data back when I stopped playing the other day. Let's go to Manage Game. That's pretty much it. I mean, we'll go ahead and... I don't know. We'll see. Mike Matei did this game a few days ago. Jonathan Bear can beat Contra 3 in hard mode easily, but then again, you play the game a lot for a few years now. Well, if you could do Contra 3 in hard mode, you can absolutely do hardcore. Hardcore is a lot easier than Contra 3 in my opinion. Because for one, in hardcore, you got even more weapons at your disposal, but you also have yeah, it didn't save my hardcore unlock. That's crazy. But yeah, you've got that slide attack I was talking about. And the slide is just insanely good in that game. And you've also got multiple characters, so if you play as Brownie, he could do a double jump, which makes dodging bullets even easier. You have a lot more flexibility in hardcore. So you have 2 characters you can play as. After you beat the game, you unlock these 2 characters. Yeah, it didn't save my data because these characters should be unlocked. I don't know if that's a bug or a glitch or something like that. But that's pretty disappointing, actually. So we're going to go ahead and hit A. These guys seem to be inspired by Neo Geo games as well. And it basically has instructions just like a Neo Geo game. So while I think this was modeled a lot after Contra 3 and Hardcore specifically, it does have some elements from Neo Geo titles as well, like Metal Slug. Like you can get up, and if you press attack at the right time, you'll do a melee attack, which is really cool. You can't really do that in the Contra games. You also have a roll, kind of like the slide in Contra Hardcore, but instead of the slide, you do a roll in this game. And there's no invincibility with the roll, so you have to be very, very on point with your roll with your roll in this game. That's the whip weapon right there. I think it stands for whip. I don't know. It's a W, but it's a really cool weapon. You can actually, it kind of acts like the flamethrower in Contra 3 or Hardcore, but it has more flexibility, kind of like the whip in Castlevania 4, and it can also grab power-ups from a distance. So I'm going to actually try that in this playthrough. Okay, so when you start the game, you can actually play your first 4 stages out of order if you want, but we're going to do them in order. There are 6 stages total, so the game is not terribly long. You've beaten Contra 4 times in a row now yesterday. You talking the first Contra, John Evan? You finally lost to Continue on the last stage in Loop 5. Nice. I love trying to loop the original NES Contra because it gets harder and harder. People say like it maxes out on difficulty by like the 3rd loop or something like that. But I'm not 100% sure. I always feel like it continues to get harder past that. Because if you try to play it and max out the score, you can actually Google what the max score of Contra is and then just play to max that out. It's really challenging. It's definitely an endurance. It's definitely a test of endurance. So let's go ahead and start mission 1 here. Start playing the game. Alright, and so unlike, the classic Contras, this is actually widescreen. And it's probably going to take me a little while to get the hang of this again, because I've been playing a bunch of different games these last couple days. I've been playing a lot of shmups, actually. And this is the defense pod, so we're going to go ahead and stick with this for a little while. And this is the P weapon. I'm guessing it stands for power. You can do little tiny shots like this, or you can charge it up. I recommend charging it up. It's a very good weapon if you charge it up. So we're just going to go ahead and just keep trying to charge it up like so. And there we go. We actually took 2 hits. So I basically lost my shield almost instantly. And these guys are kind of annoying. They like to jump. I mean, there are enemies in Contra like to jump too, but I find that jumping enemies in this game are really aggravating to deal with. And this is the whip weapon I was talking about. And I recommend just letting it go and just pointing it in the direction that you want to shoot it instead of like swinging it around. It's faster if you just kind of do it like this. You just let go and shoot. And those bugs can actually pick you up, just like a lot of the bugs in Contra 3 on Super Nintendo. I do find that it's important to take your time in this game. And one of the reasons I got killed earlier is that I just was trying to like rushing through and not really paying attention. But the game, at least on the normal difficulty, really feels like it's designed around you just sort of taking your time. There is no timer in the game, as far as I'm aware. Now, granted, I haven't tried to just sit and like let my character sit on the screen for a while. I don't know if the game will just kill you automatically. Some games do that, like the arcade Contras actually do that. Alright, this is the attack pod. This is a very good pod. It's very powerful. But what's really interesting about it is that you'll notice that you can sort of taper its shot. You just tap up and down briefly, and so you can actually angle it in more than 12 directions, or 10 directions. Yeah, so this is the speed power-up right here, and you can actually grab it with the edge of your whip, just like so. But I actually don't really want to do that. What I want to do is, I want to test something here. So with the speed power-up, oh, I grabbed the G power-up and then threw it off screen by accident. Oh, it won't work. Oh, there it goes. Okay, got it. I got the extra life. That's what I wanted to test. I wanted to see if I could grab the extra life with this weapon, and we confirmed it. So in a lot of spots in the game, you kind of have to have, you feel like you have to have the S power up. But that, oh, the missiles came down from the bottom? That was garbage. Yeah, so this is pretty pathetic already. I've died twice in the first level. It's really disappointing to me. It's not even hard on this level. I mean, this is the very first level in the game. This is pretty easy stuff. Even 720p keeps buffering for Leo. Really? You and Austin both. Austin said his connection was buffering too. I mean, I have the bitrate up higher, but it's never an issue. I could try lowering the bitrate. Let me get past this section and get to the boss fight, and then I'll try lowering the bitrate. Granted, I am going through a restream, but we haven't dropped any frames. So, you know, unless there's an issue with Restream's services. I've been using Restream for the last month and a half because we kept getting massive amounts of dropped frames on when going straight to YouTube itself. This is actually really interesting. My CPU is at like 40% utilization. It's never like that. I might have to check something. It's not supposed to be anywhere near that high. I wonder if that's part of the problem too. I wonder if it's from this extra webcam I've got plugged up. Because I'm using a different webcam now, and it should have the onboard encoder. I wonder if that's what's doing it. Yeah, John Evan, it's very much like a mix of Contra and Metal Slug. Absolutely. So I'm just trying to taper my shot here. Kind of like you can do in Metal Slug. Unfortunately, these mechs, it's kind of hard to dodge these projectiles with the mech. So we have to hit him in the mouth, and then his chest opens up. But you can stay in relative safety by just staying on the far left-hand side of the screen. There we go. John Evan, yeah, no, it is. It's on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, as well as PC. All right, so let me try something here real quick. I want to do some troubleshooting real quick, figure out why. Try to figure out why OBS is using so much of my CPU right now. Normally it sits around 15%, but it's jumping between 30 and 40% CPU utilization, and that could cause some issues. I mean, I don't see anything completely out of whack. So what I'm going to do is actually go to the, I'm going to remove the webcam. Not remove it, but I'm going to deactivate it. I wonder if that's part of the problem. Alright, CPU utilization went back down to 22-24%. That's a little bit better. And then for some of you guys out there, I'll try lowering the bitrate. But that's going to make the stream archive not look as good, but I will lower the bitrate a little bit. Hopefully that helps some of you guys. Let me know if it's an improvement. It looks more fun than the actual Contra game coming out this year. Yeah, I don't want to knock the new Contra game because it looks like it could be a lot of fun, but John at Digital Foundry did a video on this game earlier this week, and he basically said that this is like the Contra sequel that we should have gotten. And he's kind of right. It is very much... It's more like Contra than anything else. You know, it's got, you know, elements from a variety of different games, but it's mostly Contra. Specifically Contra 3 and Hardcore. So when power-ups drop on this level, they bounce up into the air, so you have to actually sort of let them land on top of you. If you get too close to them too early, they bounce over you, and you won't be able to pick them up. These guys on bikes, you can actually jump on them as well, which is interesting. They're some of the only enemies in the game that you can actually jump on. Otherwise, jumping on enemies in this game will kill you in most instances. Alright, so we have the grenade attack, which is actually a really good weapon. And for this part, I definitely want to stay back from a distance and just shoot the weak spots. It's the top part and then the head. Hey, Game Eagle, welcome back. And Liberal Arts Guy, welcome back. So this attack bot is definitely helping me out a lot because it's doing, you know, extra damage. Which is why, even though the machine gun is the weakest shot in the game, it's still very useful if you've got your attack bot helping out, because you're basically using double the firepower. Here's the defense pod. Actually, no, let's go ahead and stick with the defense pod. Oops, I didn't jump early enough. There we go. 720 is working good for you now? Okay, Leo. Yeah, I lowered the bitrate to 4,000. I was doing 5,000 because it just, it looks a lot better. Alright, so we got the power weapon again. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the machine gun for now. Oops. Didn't mean to roll. You can actually roll by accident. Alright, so I definitely want to take my time here, because things can get overwhelming very, very quickly. And I actually don't need any of these, but we'll go ahead and pick it up anyway. This is the speed power-up. I'll go ahead and use it just to show you what it is instead of taking the extra hit. What I really like about the speed power-up is you get the double jump functionality. So it's a lot like Brownie in Contra Hardcore, where you can double jump. Very, very useful. It's really awesome. And you're faster, too. What I find is that a lot of extra lives are placed right before a speed-up pod, and they're usually out of reach, so you have to have the double jump or the whip weapon to grab them. And this right here is actually kind of why I recommend taking things slow. You notice that there were like 5 or 6 of those bikes on top of me. And that's another weapon. Let's go ahead and switch back to defense. Hey, Movie Metalhead, what's going on, dude? Everything's been good on Tony's end. Okay, nice. So that was even with the higher bitrate. Seems like some people's internet connections just were struggling with it. But I'd rather have more people be able to watch than have, you know, the absolute best quality available. Okay, let's actually switch over to this weapon. Going to another phase. That's actually kind of disappointing because these can be tricky with the angles these balls bounce at. Hey, Red Zero Ranger and Mark, what's going on, dude? Valfaris, I've never heard of that. Blasphemous looks really good too, has a Dark Souls vibe to it. Interesting. You can come on up, Patchouli, but I can't show you off now because the webcam was sucking up all my resources, so we had to get rid of the webcam. I'm gonna have to go buy an original Logitech C920 again. Actually, we might be doing something a little bit different in the future. I'm getting a XRGB 2 Plus scaler to use with my datapath capture card and my CRT VGA computer monitor. So we'll see how that looks, and if that looks good, then I'll be able to run a camcorder as the webcam. Instead of an actual webcam, we'll use a camcorder. It'll look a lot better. 60 frames a second. Go ahead and do the machine gun. Let's go ahead and grab this. So you get 2 hits with the defense pod. And when you take a hit, your shield turns pink. So you know that you've taken a hit, and you only have 1 more free hit left. Looks like picking up the same weapon again only gives you a couple of extra points, nothing too crazy. Alright, so these guys, you really have to roll under them. They like to jump. And they like to shoot as well, so when they jump, you want to roll under them. Especially when they lose their arms. Just like so. Just got done playing some Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Yeah, how did that go? I saw your tweet on Twitter. And I actually saw you streaming the other night on YouTube, but I tried popping in, but it was acting weird. Like, it kept showing the exact same clip over and over again over a couple of hours. Even though it said you were live, I think something was just glitched out on YouTube's end. Gonna roll under this. Yeah, so I'm still not 100% comfortable with like the patterns in this game. I haven't done a ton of memorization. Okay, phase 2 of this fight, he'll actually do another set of lightning attacks. Oh, he killed him already. He didn't even go to phase 2 in his lightning attack. Just trying to get back into stream and video making. Life is finally normal again. Nice, man. Yeah, I agree, liberal arts guy. Definitely, man. Speaking of shooters, you picked up Battle Gorego on PS4. Nice, man. Yeah, me too. I had the digital version on Xbox One, but a couple months ago I bought the physical version from Limited Run Games, and I got it a couple weeks ago. Still debating if I'm going to actually open it. Since I can already play it on Xbox One, I might actually leave it sealed. But I don't know. We'll see. Snazzy Crowd with a $10 super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Let's actually use the power weapon. Alright, so this guy has 2 pods underneath his head. Oops. I let that just land right on top of me. So you have to wait until they're open and vulnerable to attack them. There's going to be a part later on where we have to fight 2 at once. So with this weapon, it's really good to just sit and let it charge up before you actually start moving. So charge it, then start moving. Nice. Got him on my first try. Those guys are really annoying to deal with. So it's good to use your most powerful weapon on them. I really like this. This is like a throwback to just Super Contra, or at least Super C on NES, where the floor is constantly like rising and lowering. There's a little bit of that in Super Contra as well, but the way it's done in this is more reminiscent of Super C. Defense pod, I'll definitely take that. Yeah, I actually wanted to give you guys a heads up. I meant to actually announce it at the beginning of the stream, but a couple days ago I decided to open up another Discord server. That's definitely going to be patron only. So for people that are backing this channel via Patreon, or if you're a Twitch subscriber, or if you're a YouTube channel member, if you want to join the Discord, make sure you link your Discord with Patreon or YouTube or Twitch. And once you do that, it should automatically join you up on the server. It's just going to be a very simple Discord server this time, and again, only patrons, so hopefully less drama and stuff like that to deal with. So there's only 4 sections there. One is just for my early access Let's Plays. One is for the question and answer videos. So if you want to submit questions for future videos, you can do that there. I have a section for live stream announcements, so if that's easier for you to catch my live stream announcements, you can check that. And then there's just one section just for general chat, so you can just chat about anything you want, video games or not. So yeah, just a heads up for anyone that wants to be a part of that. If you're on Patreon, all you have to do is go to your personal settings and then link your Discord to your Patreon account. And then my server should automatically pop up for you. And then for people on YouTube or Twitch, you have to go to Discord, go to your settings there, go to your connections, and then connect your Twitch or YouTube accounts. And then my Discord server will pop up in your feed for you. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. And again, that also goes for YouTube channel members and anyone that wants to support the channel via that. Just like with Patreon, you can do $1 a month, and you'll get that Discord perk automatically. So something to consider if you do want to back the channel in the future. So let's go ahead and grab that speedbot. What I really want to do here is try to take this mech all the way to the boss fight. So what you want to do is just hold down the attack button. You notice that the drill attack here is just constantly moving, and it's constantly doing damage. You can point it in all the directions. I also want to do this because there's an extra life here. Right here. So we've got 9 lives. Even though I died twice in the very beginning, I've still got a ton of lives. So we have to kill both of these eyeballs. So we just jump up to do that. I really like the mechs in this game. There are at least 3 of them, and almost all of them can be taken into the boss fight of that level, which is really cool. I love it when you can do that in games. It gives you flexibility on how you get through the levels. It also makes the levels easier to get through. And there's going to actually be another part here, too. Oops. So you can actually hit this guy from a distance. And he's almost dead. He's blinking. When he runs back and forth, I find it's easier just to run back and forth with him. But generally, you want to try to stay outside of his legs. I think it's easier to deal with him then. Hey, Office. Yeah, late night, man. I did the monthly pinball tournament. I do last Thursday of every month. And so we got to start the stream late. Yeah, there's a boss in Hardcore, a lot like him. I thought the exact same thing when I got to this boss for the first time. Alright, so stage 4. Yeah, the difficulty definitely gets cranked up a little bit on this level. We're gonna go with the, we're gonna try the whip power up here. We're going to also try to take our time. What's actually kind of interesting here is this actually sort of demonstrates that they're going to be falling platforms. Ooh, they come back too. I didn't know that. So we're going to go ahead and just sort of take our time here. Ooh, that was bad, man. That was really bad. Definitely good to take your time on this level. And let's see what this is. Just a weapon. I already have that weapon, but that's okay. Gonna wait for this guy to shoot. Let's just kill him. I was waiting for him to shoot. I was gonna wait for him to shoot, then jump over his bullets. But he was just kind of sitting there. Didn't know what he wanted to do, apparently. My cat's talking to me right now. So if you hear something in the background, it's her. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show off Patchouli again on this stream tonight because my webcam is apparently eating up a ton of resources. I mean, my resources, my OBS is still sitting at 30%. It keeps going up. Like, it keeps fluctuating. It's not supposed to do that. Like, streaming is resource intensive, obviously, but, you know, my CPU is supposed to be able to handle it really well. It always has, so I don't know what's going on. Ooh, that was close. Awesome, got it. So, you know, 30% utilization is fine for the most part, but the thing is, when you get up to a certain point with streaming, you know, you can start running into, like, dropping frames and things like that, which is really bad. Or you can run into stuttering. And I always struggle with this guy. You know, he's really slow, throws out these missiles. Oops. I'm using the Xbox 360 controller, by the way, so... I was trying to just duck, and I ended up running, like, diagonally instead. I'm going to actually try something too. I'm going to switch my crossfade back over to a fade and see if that lowers the... That could also be part of the problem. Is with the slide, it might be buffering like other templates or other tracks. I don't know. Yeah, so that was a really bad showing on that mini boss. Really bad showing. But it's definitely one of the bosses that I still struggle with, even though he looks really easy. He is really easy. I'm just not doing it correctly. Alright, there we go. Seizure-tastic, yeah, it is. It also shakes a lot, which is actually kind of annoying. That's actually one of my big complaints with the game, is that there's screen shake on, like, everything that happens. And if you play this game for, like, an extended period of time, it starts to really grate on, like, your vision. Your eyes are like, please stop shaking. I really wish that was an option to turn off. Like, it's cool at first, but it eventually just wears on you. I really feel it's unnecessary. I feel like the screen shake should have been used a lot more subtly. That's one of my only complaints with this game, to be honest with you. I really wish there was just an option to disable it. Alright, so this is gonna take us to our third-person section. So you can still use your lock-on button here to lock into place, and by pressing your jump button, you can actually dash left and right. And you get a couple of weapon upgrades here. So if you see a bullet icon appear, you definitely want to pick it up. Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready. Space Harrier for anyone that's played that. Good old Space Harrier. Alright, there's our first bullet. So now our weapon is blue. There's our second one. Now we have some homing missiles. Watch out for these lasers. This is actually like a mix of Space Harrier and Galaxy Force 2. With the how the homing missiles work. Did I get? I don't think I got the. No, I didn't get the third one or fourth one. Sorry. It's a bummer. It looked like I should have collected it, but I didn't. Looks like I wasn't on top of it enough. Yeah, so we're going to be fighting the boss here in a minute, and you definitely want to lock on, or like lock into place, I should say. Really great graphics here, too. It would be amazing if something like this was on the Saturn. Or if this was on the Saturn back in the day. Alright, should be close to the boss fight. Hey, Solid Nate. Super Nintendo game? Not a Super Nintendo game, Solid Nate. This is a modern game. It came out a couple weeks ago. It's on Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC. We're playing the PC version on Steam. I wonder if it's on GOG as well. Does anybody know? There we go. He goes wink. Nate knows it's not a Super Nintendo game. Hey, Doomstash. Long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, did you stream anything tonight, Nate? Oh, Office says it is on GOG. Ooh, very nice. For those of you guys that don't want DRM, you can get it on GOG. I wonder if it comes with a soundtrack, too. Some of those GOG games come with OSTs. Alright, stage 5. A little bit of memorization on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with our machine gun for now. Really bad time for my nose to itch. Alright, remember, when power-ups drop on these fast-moving sections, you have to pull back, let them land on top of you, otherwise you go underneath them. These guys drop bombs onto the ground, so you need to jump over the flames. And kind of like Battletoads, we need to avoid these objects. There are going to be some endless pits as well. Right here. Alright, little tight jumps right there. Those are actually pretty tough. So I've actually played this level quite a bit. So like the jumping sections, I've got down pretty well. Alright. Another defense pod. Another mini-boss. Oh! I was too focused on the power-up box. Alright, then we have to jump over like that, and then that should be the last one for that. Oh, no. There should be a speed-up power-up coming up here shortly. If there are dangerous sections, I have to, you know, like just jump over. A lot of times I like to switch to my machine gun, just in case. Whoa, you're not supposed to jump that far. Yeah, that dude jumped super far. Now he's gonna do a three-way shot, just like so. Alright, he's dead. Hey, Friggle D, welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna actually stick with the speed pod for this section. Just because the having a double jump is really nice. Oh, I was trying to attack him with the melee, but it didn't work. Alright, switch over to our whip. And we got ourselves the mech. Alright, so this weapon actually overheats. So you have to watch out for that. But I really want to take this mech to the bottom if I can. because we can land on top of an extra life. This is a defense pod? Yep. Let's go ahead and use the defense pod. If you actually don't have the mech for the extra life area, you need the speed power up. Otherwise, you can't get back. You end up losing the life just trying to get it. So it's right here. We can actually just fall straight down. Bam, extra life. But you need to jump over here with the mech. It's a very tight jump. And we're going to actually lose our life right here, most likely, from this guy. Very difficult to avoid. Just like that. This should be another one. Yep. That's it. Remember, those mechs, you pretty much have to roll under them if you're going to fight them as your normal self. So some of those power-up pods reveal an X. If you hit them when they're an X, you don't get anything. Yeah, Solid, it is really fun, man. You would like it a lot. I know you're a fan of Contra. Contra, but with blood. Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot. There is a tiny bit, though. Alright, so this part is a little tricky. These enemies you have to deal with here, these guys that walk on the ceiling, these are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. But again, we're going to try to just take our time here. Oh, I went down too far. Got it back, so let's go ahead and switch back over to it. Actually, no, let's do our machine gun. So now I haven't figured out how to get the power-ups up top. I tried busting through that wall, but it was unsuccessful. I wonder if you need a very specific pod to do that. Okay, no bots. Oops. That was terrible. Yes, like, I've died a lot in this playthrough so far, which is really annoying, but I still have 7 lives somehow. I think you get extra lives from points. But you also get the extra lives you can pick up in the levels themselves. Hey James, welcome back. Alright, boss time. So what we're going to do is actually sit down here at first. It's going to be this like water beast. I'm good, James. Thanks for asking. And we're going to jump up here like so. And then come back down here again. And just rinse and repeat. You want to be on the higher floor here because when he goes back underwater, these bubbles appear, and they will kill you. So you got to watch out for that. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. You need the mech suit to get through the wall. Oh, so I have to take the mech suit all the way to that. Good call, Shining Philistine. Thanks for that tip. Yeah, I live in Virginia, Friggle D. Okay, so this is actually our last level. So what I'm going to do, instead of using... I'm going to go with defense. Alright, so this first boss here, you kind of have to play like a footsie game with him. He gets close and bounces back, and then gets close again, then bounces back. Ah, man. Alright, another one's going to appear. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my machine gun because... there we go. Mainly because I want to save my weapons for the actual final boss part. Okay, got it. And, you know, I'm gonna actually... Oh, no, we're gonna win with defense. I was gonna actually switch to the attack bot just to make this part go faster. Alright, so now he's gonna do a couple dash attacks. We jump over again. We could actually slide under that. He's gonna teleport and attack, teleport and attack. He's doing projectiles now. And I didn't think he was gonna go that far. See, this is where I still need to get better at a lot of parts of this game. But at least we have one weapon here, one special weapon for the boss fight. Should make this boss go a little bit quicker. This is the actual final boss now, right here. Some really cool visual effects coming up here. So you don't want to touch these boxes at all. You will die. Ooh, that was close. Alright, mini-boss time. It's a doppelganger. We have to fight two doppelgangers. The last one is the last part of the final boss. Alright, round 2. This is not a Konami game, no. Oh, I jumped too late. It's hard to gauge your jumps on those parts. The ones that are like 3 layers of spikes deep. Oh. Dude is fast. And that's it. We pretty much just beat the game. Now, unfortunately, the ending tune is actually a licensed music track, and I don't really trust it. So I'm going to have to mute the ending theme to avoid potential copyright claim. So we'll let the first part of the ending roll out, and then I'll have to mute the audio. But yeah, that's the whole game. Now, there is the hardcore mode. From what I understand, you don't get a different ending on hardcore. But we'll try it. Hardcore, you get limited continues. You don't get any assist pods. And there might not even be one-ups littered over the playfield. So... yeah, Vice City is a pretty old game now. No, it does not, Movie Metalhead. That's why the ground roll, you don't use it too often. You really only use it on bosses where you know they're going to jump and you know you're going to be able to roll under them. Oh, some other channels had to deal with copyright ID issues in regards to this song. Ooh, okay. Well, thanks for the heads up on that. I'm definitely going to be muting it then. So yeah, we're going to keep playing. We've only been streaming for an hour, and we've only been playing for about 40 or 50 minutes, so... we're going to do another run or two, for sure. So we'll be here for another hour at least. Well, that was actually that might have been my first one-credit clear, actually. I think it was. I think that was my first one-credit clear. Okay, so I just muted it. And what I'll do is I can probably just skip through this part since there's no music playing. But yeah, there is a really nice sort of 80s synthwave tune that plays here. It actually doesn't look like I can skip through it either. So, gonna try for a no death run? No, James. I don't really care. I mean, I'm gonna keep playing this game over the years, and I'm sure I might come close to something like a no death run. One life clear. But, yeah. Yeah, you can't skip past it at all. That's actually interesting. Yeah, the graphics in this, John Evan, are really nice. They did a fantastic job. It's actually really interesting how they did it, too. They used Game Maker 2 or Game Maker Studio or whatever it's called. It actually talks about it at the end here. And Digital Foundry, they did a DF Retro video on this earlier this week. And he actually showed, you know, like the editor they use and things like that and how they pieced together levels and how they made their assets and stuff. It's really interesting. Very far from traditional, you know, in terms of how they made this. So... very cool stuff. But yeah. Just letting the credits roll out because I can't skip through it. Yeah, it's actually a shame that we can't, you know, we can't listen to the tune because it is a good tune. It is a good ending tune. It's actually a little loud. I feel like it wasn't really mixed properly. Like, it overpowers the rest of the soundtrack in the game. So, yeah, Game Maker Studio 2. Thanks, Timmy. I appreciate it. But yeah, for anyone that's interested in this game that wants to check it out for themselves, like I said, this is available on pretty much any platform that's out there today, any modern platform that's on the market. So PC, Steam or GOG, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Switch port's apparently getting a couple updates soon to iron out a couple of performance issues and whatnot. What do I like more, Contra or Super C? Definitely the first Contra. I think the first Contra is a little more interesting to play. I love Super C. It's one of my favorite NES games, don't get me wrong, but I do like the first Contra more. Yeah, the first Contra I think has better variety in its level design. Super C is very flat throughout the whole game. The original Contra has more like layers to its levels, lots of like multi-floored levels. Also, I think its vertical sections, its vertical stages are better in the original Contra. And it gets harder too, which has more replay value for me. You know, it loops more. So, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'm actually a little aggravated that I didn't save my stuff last time. It's not unlocking hardcore. What? Why? Okay, that's gotta be a bug, man. We just beat the game, and it didn't unlock. Dude, what the hell, man? I mean, we just got a 1 credit clear. Like we absolutely just beat the game. What the hell, man? It's an issue if you have the overlay turned off. Okay. Okay. Let's try it again. What happened, people are saying. I don't know what's happening, guys. You guys are saying there are problems, but I haven't had any issues. We haven't dropped any frames or anything, so I don't know what's going on. I got banned for not being hardcore. It seems like Restream servers might be having issues. I don't know. Let me check. No, it just says the only issues are having are with Mixer, and we're not on Mixer. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. But I'll definitely scrub through the the archive once it's done rendering or encoding. And we'll see if that, we'll see if it skips around. If it does, then I'll just upload a local recorded version of it. Yeah, the LPer's curse. Yeah, definitely, man. Okay, let's try this again. Yes, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna try hardcore mode. I've never played this yet. So Shining Philistine, thanks a lot for that tip. So people playing the PC version of the game on Steam, make sure you have your Steam overlays enabled. Otherwise, apparently, certain settings won't be saved. Oh yeah, you've got mirror mode as well. So you can play the game in reverse, which is pretty interesting. So what I'll do first is I'll try hardcore mode normally, And what I want to do is try... I want to try normal mode with one of the extra characters. I haven't played as any of them yet. So, I want to understand, I think they're both the same. So you basically have a female and male version of the same character. We'll do Doyle this time. So for anyone that's just joining us, you get to see the game again, or see the game right from the beginning. But again, this is the hardest difficulty, so I don't know what's different. I don't know if there are more enemies, or if they're more aggressive, or what. Defense pod right away, still. Okay, so it looks like you do still get your pod upgrades and things like that. That's actually good. I was under the impression that you didn't, because there's an option that says assist pods or something like that are not available. Then again, it also says that for normal mode. And I wasn't paying attention to that until just now. Okay, yeah, it looks like there are more enemies, because normally there are only 2 of these guys, not 4. Okay, should be interesting. Most Shiny Philistine says there are mostly extra enemies and harder bosses, or stronger bosses. Okay. I wonder if the extra life will still be in the same spot. I'm guessing so. Okay, I'm gonna skip the attack pod. With extra enemies, I definitely want to just use defense now if I can. Ooh, took a hit. Okay, that's speed. Don't really want that. Let's see if we can just jump up here like this, like before. What? How did I die? That was garbage. That was hot garbage. Hey, Branch, what's going on? I've got to say, like, hot garbage. Because of Solid Nate. Dude, the blast radius on that is huge. Yeah, of all the bosses in the game, funny enough, this is actually one of the ones I struggle with the most, seemingly. John Evan is out! Hey, Phantom Photon is back too. Yeah, so for those of you guys just joining us, we are playing Blazing Chrome. A new Contra-inspired run and gun. Very good game. If you like Contra, it is excellent. I'd say it stands up there with some of the best Contra games, but it is on the short side. So I think it loses a few points based on that alone. But it is very solid. And actually, I think it's still better than some of the Contra games out there. Yeah, it's fantastic. Office, yes, it has some Metal Slug elements, absolutely. Contra or Metal Slug? Well, depends. I think Contra's better, in my opinion. The Contra series is a lot more varied. Metal Slug is fantastic, but Yeah, I think I would pick the Contra series because again they're a lot more varied. The series as a whole is way more interesting than Metal Slug. Well, yeah, 6 to 10 hours of good gameplay rather than 20 to 30 with padding. No, totally. What I'm talking about though is that like this has less levels than say Contra Hardcore, and less levels than Contra 3, the Alien Wars, and Super Nintendo. And I'd actually argue it has less variety than those levels too. A lot of the levels are very, very similar in structure. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but, you know, it's one reason why I probably wouldn't put this above some of the Contra games. And I just not paying attention. We're gonna have to try this level again, actually. Yeah, because I'm doing exactly what I was doing the other day when I was practicing this on Twitch. Alright, we're not going to continue. We're only on the first level. It is a new game, yes.
Blazing Chrome.
Being more annoying? You're not being annoying, dude. What are you talking about? You should stick around, Movie Metalhead. Unless you really, really want to go to sleep. Then that's totally cool, too. I totally get it, man. But no, yeah, if you have to go, I totally understand. But you are more than welcome to hang out here, man. You are not being annoying. Feel like you've played this before. You definitely haven't. Unless you played it in the last 2 weeks. Because the game is actually a brand new release. It just came out recently. So we're gonna try this again. Wow, man. One thing I really don't like about this is the melee attack doesn't seem to work that well half the time. Like, I was trying to use my melee attack on those enemies that I got hit by and lost my shield to, but I couldn't because the melee attack just refused to come out. So I still haven't 100% figured out how the melee works in this game, and that's actually really aggravating because I get killed all the time because of it. There we go. Whoa, that was close. Alright, attack pod. Oh! I didn't see that guy coming up, jumping at me from the left-hand side. Caught me off guard. Alright, so we don't have our shield. So we're gonna go ahead and just grab the speed power up this time. Which means that we can access this extra life. Just like so. Well, that was better than last time. Whoa, very close. Nice. We didn't die to him this time. Yeah, it's really difficult dodging his missiles because there's a huge blast damage on it, which makes it hard to avoid. Fortunately, with the speed power up, it's a little bit easier to avoid. Yeah, there are definitely more enemies on hardcore, for sure. It's cool, I like it so far. Hey, Andy. Yeah, I said the same thing, Andy, but then I watched a bunch of videos on it, and I was like, no, I need this now. So here we are. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, so I guess to avoid those projectiles, he shoots at like 3 projectiles. I guess you have to be like right underneath him to avoid it. Honestly, the bosses don't feel like they have more health so far. Oops, that was close. Yeah, this guy died really fast still. So I'm wondering if hard mode bosses still have the same amount of hit points. They're just more aggressive. Andy's on vacation. Alright, stage 2. Let's go ahead and use the power gun in this one. Yeah, one thing that is nice is that you can do like baby jumps in this. So when you jump, you don't always jump like fully, like you might do in a Contra game. Switch back to my machine gun. Your machine gun actually is the best weapon for certain parts of the game, absolutely. Oh! You got rams from behind, man. That's one reason you don't want to hug the sides of the screen in this game. So for anyone just joining in, we are playing on the hardcore mode right now. So this is the hard mode of the game. This is my first time playing hardcore mode. Hey Ethel, welcome back. How are you doing today? Alright, defense. Nice. Yeah, it is sick. It's very good. Yeah, it's an awesome game. It's very well made. It's a lot of fun. You gotta watch out for the biker guys down below again. Oh, nice. Got up there first try. That's a tight jump. I definitely want W since I already have G. Not gonna get the S. Well, actually I am. I was like, you know what? I do need that extra life that's coming up. Right here. Uh-oh. Tough, man. Go ahead and pick up that defense pod. Oh, it's... Okay. I was gonna say it switched me right back to shield. Alright, going into the second phase. Just like last time. Yeah, I noticed that too, Shiny Philistine. It actually reminds me of freaking Sunset Riders. The way it's done. Hey, Dasan! Oh, it landed underneath that laser. There was no way to get that again. Ooh, that's bad. Lost my shield completely. Alright, we'll get it. Small points, not much. Oh! That went the distance. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, yeah, this is a lot more challenging, because now I've got two guys on top of him that I have to deal with. That's new. Hey, Crestline! Hey, Life, welcome back. Yeah, you know what, Shiny, if you're listening, I've never beaten Sunset Riders. I need to make that a priority. I know it's a great game. Ooh, more bullets. This is what I was talking about earlier. I knew that was going to happen. I was too focused on switching my weapon and not on actually dodging. Oh! I didn't go between the lasers fast enough. The lightning. That's awful. I'm hearing Shang Tsung in my head from Mortal Kombat say, "You weak, pathetic fool. Your video game skills are terrible." Alright, well at least we beat that level. Alright, mission accomplished. Okay, mission 3. I'm not doing too bad on lives, all things considered, you know, hardcore mode. It's really our first time playing it, so not too bad. Ooh, there's 3 of them now. Interesting, okay. So 3 pods instead of just 2. And enemies from behind. Yeah, definitely trickier. Every modern platform branch, it's on everything. Oh yeah, this quicksand here, you can actually fall through it and die. Ooh, there are 2 of them now. Okay. There was only 1 before. That was close. Maybe not the best weapon for this part. I mean, it's nice and powerful, but it doesn't fire that quickly. Have I played Super Time Force Ultra? I have not, Phantom Photon. I've never even heard of it. What kind of game is that? And what system is it on? Or what platforms are it on? Or is it on? Nice. First try. Oh! Yeah, this is gonna be such a pain. Like I said, these guys are the worst enemies in the game, if you ask me. I just struggle with these dudes. You have to actually duck and shoot them with your machine gun. You can't really do anything when there are multiples on the screen. Seems like the grenade weapon is the way to go with them, for sure. Let's see if we can get this extra life. Not looking good so far. Should be... Oh, S... No, not gonna get that. Nice, got it. That's the defense spot. Okay. The melee attacks on that section work okay, Andy, if you're just dealing with one. But if you're dealing with a bunch of them at once, it doesn't work too well, unfortunately. It seems like grenade works the best with multiple enemies there at once. I think this is the first time I've actually taken this mech into this boss fight. No, that's not true. I've done it before. That is the first time I've beaten the boss with the mech, though. That was pretty awesome. You just gotta dance with him. That was good. Oh, man. Small bonus for having the mech at the end. The top points, I wonder if that's like accuracy. That's something I should keep in mind when trying to play for score. Just trying to make sure I'm accurate and see if I get bigger points. Ooh, took a hit. Oh man, see, I tried to do a melee attack, but it didn't come out. Like, I'm thinking with some weapons, you have to wait until the weapon is done attacking, done exploding. Which is a really bad design choice, if you ask me. Because it just doesn't feel natural. Okay, we've got the speed bot. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we've already got all these things. Extra life. I do find on this part the higher path is the easier path. Much safer. No pits. And the running enemies are below you. Alright, let's see if we can kill this guy without dying. Oh, he jumped right on top of me. Nice. Metal Slug clone? Definitely would not call it a Metal Slug clone. If it is going to be a clone of anything, it's a clone of Contra. With some Metal Slug elements. It is definitely much more like Contra 3 and Contra Hardcore. Yeah, and I feel you, Dasan. I'm actually very much the same way. I've seen so many modern retro games, modern takes on retro formulas, that, you know, it's kind of hard to impress me these days, or hard for me to really care all that much. Especially when I take into account all the actual retro games I can play instead. That would do just as good of a job, if not a lot better. But this is definitely, this is a game, a modern retro game that can absolutely stand with, like, the greats from back in the day. No joke. Hey, Mike. Welcome back, dude. How are you doing today? We'll go with defense. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Knew that was gonna happen. And we were right there too, man. Things are going okay, Mike. Thanks for asking. the first Shantae come out 2000-ish? Something like that. It was a very late Game Boy Color game. Oh, Maldita Castilla. Yeah, that's an amazing game as well. Highly recommend that if you guys haven't played it. The original is a free download on PC. Or you can buy the EX version that came out a few years ago. I've got a full Let's Play of both of them on my channel. That's a Ghosts and Goblins / Ghouls and Ghosts throwback. Excellent, excellent game. Like, that's one of those games that, you know, you can put that up there with, you know, the greats in that genre from back in the day. It's that good. Yeah, definitely a lot more enemies here. Oh. Failing with my lock on. Still have 4 lives left. Oh yeah, Shovel Knight. Yeah, no, that's another great one. I actually haven't beaten that game yet, but based on what I've played, it's really, really solid. I also really liked 1001 Spikes. Although that's a precision platformer, and that's definitely not for everyone. Whereas something like Shovel Knight is definitely more like, you know, classic NES-like. I think anyone should be able to get into it. Doesn't seem very difficult from the beginning, at least. Oh, come on! How did I get hit by that? Whoa! Yeah, and while these are all great games, guys, the point is that that's just like a drop in the bucket of all the modern retro-inspired titles out there. There are lots of great ones, like we just named, but there are also lots of just totally average ones, or just kind of like throwaway titles you wish that didn't exist. So, supposed to be a digital Wii U game that looked a lot like Contra and Aliens. You think it might have come out on the Switch? Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a thumb. Mighty Number 9? Yeah, we don't really need to go down that road. But I actually like Mighty Number 9. We're gonna eventually do a stream of that here. And we'll get like 0 viewers because everybody hates that game. Or all the viewers are just gonna make fun of it. So like, I wonder if I should even bother streaming it. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could technically count Mighty Number 9 as like a modern, retro-inspired title. But I usually don't include that with those games because, you know, they did go with the full 3D engine, and it looked more modern than it did retro, if you ask me. So, but the gameplay is old school, for sure. I mean, it's Mega Man X style gameplay. Oh yeah, we got enemies coming from behind now. That's different. So for anyone jumping in just now, we are playing this on the hard difficulty mode. We beat the game on normal first, and then I'm playing on hard mode for the first time, or hardcore mode as it's known. Ooh, that bounces up. I always forget about that. Yeah, Shining Philistine might be right now. There might be more boss hit points, just a little bit. It's subtle enough to where you're more likely to get to a later phase of the fight. You know, in hard mode, I was actually expecting it to not use the heads up sound. I think that actually would have been a good change to make it even harder. Like, really force the player to memorize the section. Or maybe not have the sign, but just have the sound cue. Oh, seriously, dude? You did it again. Oh, I jumped too late. It's coming down to the wire now. Yeah, the messenger is cool. I started a new game on Switch sometime last year. It was cool. It didn't grab me. Probably because of the non-linear elements. Oh! Why did you... I was expecting him to only shoot like 3 shots. Yeah, I think what happened is 2 guys were stacked on top of each other and they both shot at the same time. Or they both shot back to back. Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably go back to the messenger eventually. I saw some of the later boss fights in the game when a friend of mine streamed it, and yeah, it definitely looked tough later on in the game. The early parts weren't bad at all, though. Oh, come on. Hey, Deadly. Yeah, I know when the messenger came out, everyone was raving about it on my channel and was like, dude, you gotta play it! It's like Ninja Gaiden! And I played it and I was like, well, you are a ninja. But it doesn't really feel like Ninja Gaiden past that. But no, it seems like a great game. Oh my god. Yeah, dead. Game over. We have to continue. We only get 3 continues on hard mode. So... let's see where it spawns us. Okay. Right back here. Cool. Yeah, the checkpoints are actually pretty kind in this game if you're continuing. So if you're playing on easy or normal, you get infinite continues. That's why one reason why a first playthrough isn't too bad, because you can just keep continuing. And unlike Contra, where it always continues from the beginning of the level, this continues you from the beginning of the current section you're on. So there are usually multiple sections in a stage. Oh, how did you squeeze through? And I don't even know what I got hit by right there. Game over again. Oh yeah, no, I love it, Gary. It's awesome, dude. Yeah, definitely the kind of game that I think would be right up your alley, man. Yeah, I did it again. Yeah, it definitely seems like the hardest level for me so far, but I did get here with, like, no weapons, so that doesn't help. Seems like your weapon here gets overheated a lot faster. It definitely does. Yeah, I'm gonna need the speed bot if I'm gonna get that extra life. And just like on normal, I gotta take my time. That's part of it. I keep rushing through. You will get killed if you rush through in this game. Oh, come on, man. Come on, hot garbage. I was looking at chat. I deserve that. I was... Oh, you bought it on Steam. You saw a video on the original Creature of the Ninja Gaiden playing the messenger. They seemed like they were impressed. Oh, original creators? Speaking of retro-inspired video games, have you played Axiom Verge? I haven't played it yet, Gary Davis. But I actually bought it on Wii U. Limited Run Games did the their print run of it. God, dude, seriously? Yeah, so I actually got that. I haven't played it yet, though. I heard it's great. But I know it's a non-linear game, so I know it's going to be time-consuming, so I've been putting it off. Yeah, I really have to use the defense as a crutch. Eject. I wonder... Oh, what? Why didn't it let me fall down? Did I not, like, scroll the screen over far enough? That was a very garbage death. Absolutely terrible. I got gypped on that one. The screen was supposed to scroll down and it didn't. There we go. Hey. All right, see ya, Andy. Take it easy. Yeah, I actually bought Oniken a while ago, Deadly, and I need to get that. Or sorry, I need to play it. It's by the same people, apparently. Oh, I feel like the hitboxes are a little weird too. Like it looked like I should have just like skimmed right underneath those bullets, just running normally, and I didn't. I ended up dying. I've died so many times like that. Whereas in the original Contras, I would actually skim underneath them, just barely, you know, cutting corners intentionally. Oh, for Christ's sake, man. The blast damage, the blast radius. Whoa! I guess we're not continuing. We don't have any more continues on that, so...
Blazing Chrome.
But that's Blazing Chrome, guys. I don't think I'm gonna play anymore. I mean, I could demonstrate easy mode. Actually, you know what? Let's try Boss Rush, and let's see if we can pick one of these other characters. Suhaila. Ooh, interesting. Yes, I've never played as these characters before. So they have a charge attack. Nice. Yeah, Tony, I don't even think Oniken is very expensive either. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I probably got it on a Steam sale. Because I have it on Steam. Yeah, she is a little like Strider. I think the ninja guy is the same thing. It's weird playing these fights in reverse, too. I like it. Oh, come on, man. I landed at just the wrong time. Oh, you can mid-air dash by pressing one of the weapon select buttons. Okay. Alright, Dasan, take care, man. What's my preferred weapon for this game, or does it depend on whether you're facing a boss, etc.? Yeah, it depends on the situation. They're all good weapons. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it does work. Seems like charging is the way to go. Oh, $5 on Steam? Yeah, that's not bad at all. She jumps really high, too. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, Phantom. Take it easy, dude. Sleep well. Get some rest. We're probably going to be ending the stream after this boss rush mode. I will be streaming on Twitch tonight, right after. But, you know, for a short game like this, there's no sense in playing it like 10 times. So, for anyone that wants to see more, definitely consider picking up the game. Or go watch some other videos of it. videos or streams. Yeah, it's an awesome game. I definitely recommend it. I highly, highly recommend it. It's excellent. That was close. Nice. Well, Doomstash, it is Tomb Raider, man. It's not exactly the easiest game in the world. Interesting, he's not throwing out a three-way shot. Normally he's supposed to do a, ooh, not good. I've never actually gotten caught by these things. Oh, there's the three-way. Okay. Game Eagle's gotta get this. Alright, I don't give a thumb. Take care. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. We will see you next time, hopefully. Office says Spider Boss is best boss. Oh, I don't have the mech here. Oh, I thought it was going to go a little bit farther. Wow, of all the bosses to get wrecked by, it's this one. I've never had trouble with this guy. At least not this first part. I was misjudging the reflect lasers. Oh, I completely forgot about the green slime. We'll try to continue. Yeah, so apparently it continues in boss rush mode. Oh, why did I do that? Right. I dodge rolled way too late. Oh, I think on hard mode I have to be underneath it. I wasn't doing any damage to it with that big shot. Yeah, it actually does look a lot like Mother Brain. What would Mother Brain look like if she could walk? That's it. Alright, let's see how this guy is on hard mode. Oh, well, actually we did earlier, never mind. Wait, no, did we? Yeah. Nice. First try. When there are voices in this game, I have no idea what anyone is saying. Yeah, for a little while there, I forgot that we were playing in reverse mode, or mirrored mode, because the previous boss was perfectly symmetrical. Nice. First try. They went back to NES and Genesis quality voices. Sure sounds like it. Yeah, I'm guessing this boss probably shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, but I've just got the level 1 gun, though. I'm a lot weaker. Oh, I still got hit by it. Come on. I didn't dodge far enough. Yeah, I still got hit by that, too. Yeah, no, it does, Deadly. Absolutely does. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, multiple bosses here. Ah, I forgot about that attack. Oh yeah, no, it definitely feels like an arcade game from that era. It's awesome. Alright. Making progress. Oh! Dude, again, come on. I had a good rhythm going on there in the beginning, but I was trying to be experimental with just the regular melee attacks. But it seems like the charge attack is the way to go. One thing you can't do in this game is drop down from platforms, and that still gets me. So in classic Contra, if you're ducking on a platform like this, you press jump and you'll dive through the platform. That doesn't happen in this game. So if you played a lot of Contra, that's gonna take a long time to unlearn. I still make that mistake. That roar is actually similar to the roar of the first boss in Comic Zone. Alright, see ya, Doomstash. This is it. Final bosses. Whoa, you kept going that way. Interesting. Oh, come on. Yeah, like I said, you kind of have to play footsie with this guy. I actually got lucky. I thought I was going to die by touching that fire. I probably should have. You heading out, Mark? Take it easy, Mark. Oh, you can melee his grenades back at him. That's good to know. I didn't know you could do that. I'm guessing these characters can't melee. Because I've gotten close to enemies, and I definitely have not meleeed at all. Oh, that was close. Thought I was gonna die. I saw that coming, and I reacted too late. We have one more continue, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, this is our last try. Oh, that was cheap. He landed right on top of me. See, now I'm wondering if I can, if I have invincibility frames with this dash. I want a spread shot, like a lot of the enemies have in this game. There should have been a hidden character with like this big ass spread shot, like in classic Contra. Oops! I know I was gonna get hit by that. Yeah, I'm not meleeing at all when I get close. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, it definitely feels like Strider, like right here, because I can walk and shoot at the same time. But yeah, I can also charge it up. Oops. Great, last life. Oh no, we have one more life. Yeah, one thing that's interesting about this is that when you die, it depletes a life immediately. So I always look up onto it and wait for the number to change when I respawn, but it doesn't work like that. So I looked up, saw it as 1. I thought it was going to deplete to 0, but it didn't. So we still have one more chance after this. Yeah, Strider, I know how much you love Strider, Deadly. You and me both, man. It's great that she can do such a high jump. It makes going over those triple spikes a lot easier. Ah, no! Can we do it, guys? Oh, hey, it's me. No, me is dead. Other me. That's it. It really came down the wire on Boss Rush hard mode. Very cool. You're welcome. It's like, thank you for playing. And that really awesome arcade style voice from back in the day. I love it, man. It's so good.
Blazing Chrome.
Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is Blazing Chrome. I think that is pretty much going to do it for this stream. I mean, I'm sure I could just play this all night, but probably not much reason to. Complete mission 5 with the orange mech. Oh, yeah, good luck completing that one. Complete mission 1 with the blue mech. Oh, that's gonna be tough too, man, with how the boss fires out his shots. Complete the game in less than 40 minutes in normal or hardcore mode. Complete the game in hardcore mode. I should have got that one. Huh. That's weird. Didn't register. Because we beat the game on hardcore mode. Oh wait, no, we didn't! No! Okay, never mind. Sorry. I'm getting things confused. We didn't. We got a game over. On like stage 5, I think. Never mind. Okay, so it's actually working as intended. I thought somebody was broken again. Destroy 3 enemies at once using an explosive barrel. There aren't many explosive barrels in the game. Complete the game in mirror mode, any difficulty level, and it's easy. Complete the game using any melee character. Question mark, I don't know what that is.